Well,
Counselor McDonald, it sounded like you were about to say.
how can I, look at a budget you don't see it? How can you deal with a budget? Other years, we had a budget, we had it all. The fire department budget, the superintendent budget, and we went over it all at once. Now we're picking and coming at a council meeting, having a budget meeting. The most important part of this, council is budgeting. And we should have a special budget meeting for a budget for all the departments. And have the fire chief and superintendent answer questions that we have. Why he wants the equipment, why he wants that. We got no information at all from him. I haven't saw nothing for budget yet, for fire department or the public works or general.
Well, you've seen the fire budget.
department one's right here on the.
You've seen it, right?
No,
It's
Where did you get
part of
that?
your
It's right here.
package.
It's part of the package, it's right here.
I must have missed that, I'm sorry if I missed it,
12A,
but
right
even
there.
so,
That's what I said I couldn't partake to.
Well, there.
Yeah.
So it's there, maybe you just haven't seen it yet.
well, I just screwed my computer up now too. Anyway, no, I like to sit down at the budget meeting, have a budget meeting. Over the years, the 20 years I've been on council, that's how we did it. We had a budget meeting for all the departments. Yeah, I had it all right in front of me. I can look at it. I can study it before it comes on meeting.
Yeah, I feel like we have it in front of us. It's online. I asked to have mine printed because I go through it in detail. There are a few little things that I would like to discuss on the bigger budget, but I don't have a huge list. I agree with Belinda that there's not that many crazy things, like we actually aren't doing roads, we're not, you know, we've spent a lot of money lately and I'm, you know, we have to build up our reserves and save our grants, right? I'm assuming. But we do not make the decision tonight. This is just the night to start the conversation. But the trick is, it's just you and Counselor Richter on fire. It's only the two of you, but if he hasn't seen it, I don't know how we could proceed. No. With fire budget. So are we in crisis if we wait till the next month?
Well, I think we should look at it at a separate meeting than the June. Well, the next one is early. It is June.
We used to have a budget meeting, eh? Just for budget.
Okay, well, let's put it to a vote. Who would like to have a separate budget meeting? And can we do that, Belinda?
Is it only you and I that can talk about the fire budget?
Yeah, us three. That's the fire chief's dad, and we're both on the fire department.
Then can we have a separate meeting, maybe with the fire chief and soon?
I don't-
It needs to be an open meeting, that's the problem, like it needs to actually be.
Yeah, in public.
Yeah. So our next council meeting is June 2nd.
Oh, so that is
So
early.
it is coming up quickly, but we do have to have a public meeting that's advertised 2 weeks in advance that we're gonna pass the budget, so the public has an opportunity
So
to
the
be here.
idea would be today, we pretty much come to a conclusion, but we don't pass
You
anything.
don't pass anything.
And then we come to our June 2nd meeting and we ask if there's any comments from the public, right? And they have a chance to speak and, you know, and then we pass the budget.
Yeah, but this is where I'm trying to grasp it. We should have a budget.
Yeah, you're saying that. So my question is, can we just have a motion where we discuss whether we're going to have a separate budget meeting?
You have the budget for, you know, we could look at for a week or so to look at it and study it.
Yeah, let's put it to a vote. Does anyone have anything they want to say about it before we have the vote?
I'd like to see a budget.
You would
That's
like
all we
us,
discuss at a meeting, the budgets. Even if I gotta sit out for part of it, but it's. I know the whole totals. I don't see reducing the municipal budget when we've already got a reduction in the fire department budget and we're whatever percentage is within reason for the whole budget for the year. But you don't know, I don't know, what's the fire department budget?
Yeah, I think you're talking about, CAO Ketchupa's recommendations.
Yeah, is there some, like, sorry, can I ask a question? Through you, Madam Chair. Am I missing something in the budgets that I prepared that I don't normally give you? Like, did I miss something?
I think there actually is some, of the big numbers at the back, a little bit for me is what I think, but there, it didn't leave any questions unanswered.
I didn't have any questions because I didn't look at the fire one because,
No, yeah, I'm talking about the big one.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, though, the fire department does like go into the main tax
Yeah.
rate. It's just
Yeah,
you guys can't pick it apart because
Yeah.
you have conflicts.
yeah.
correct.
So let's just decide right now if we're going to have a separate budget meeting.
Do we have a date or do we just wanna get that to that?
I think we've got a disagreement about whether we should have it or not, and. So Counselor McDonald, would you like to move it?
Sure.
And Counselor Austin, second. Okay, moved by Counselor McDonald, second by Counselor Austin, whereas be it resolved that council directs that a special meeting be resolved to discuss the budget. All in favor? So, okay, so we're having a separate budget meeting. That's carried.
Do we wanna decide on a date now or at the end of the meeting?
Could we have it for the June 2nd meeting? Like, I know you gotta check with 2 employees.
I just have to give notice. So,
You're gonna hate me. I only have so many days between now and the end of the month, cause I booked a whole bunch of stuff.
so me too, I have a lot of meetings booked, but I can go get my schedule.
Sure.
Yeah, I like that, sit down like other years, we used to get the whole budget. And I had time to study it, to look at it, and. 'Cause right now, I haven't, till tonight, I haven't saw a budget yet. Other than on, what you said is on there, which I didn't get because I don't know, I did something like computers. Can't get it.
Yeah, it's there, and they will also print it out for you as well.
Yeah, but even so, it wasn't enough time, so we got a Friday or something to now and study it, eh? Yeah, I spend a lot of time on the budget.
But they don't, every municipality now is gone, every business is gone, but you can't nitpick line by line, so you have to watch how you do it. Right, like you can't, I know like even us at the office.
Yeah, but you gotta discuss it. eh?
Yes, but you can discuss the big stuff, but you can't,
You know, if I see something, an item on there for
$200 in paper, I wanna talk about it, well,
$100,000 more than last year, I wanna know why it's a.
I agree with you.
You know, and that's what a budget meeting is for, I would think. To discuss it here now in a council meeting, I don't.
So just so I'm clear, when I release the budget, again, do we want all the calculations as part of it? Cause I didn't give everyone the formulas. That show the tax classes.
I don't know that we need
ratios,
that. I got something that looks different.
The samples for the. different-
Yeah, that's what I have.
All right, so, the week of the 20th to the 23rd, we have the CNSC here, water samplings, that's pretty busy. We have a meeting with Mr. Rosenberg, our new MPP. The next week, I'm be flexible.
I'm only here on the 22nd of May. And back in June.
Oh, boy.
I know.
And can we have a meeting? Oh, yeah, so June 2nd is the Monday.
It's the month, it's the meeting.
How was your 22nd? Is that when you're leaving, the 22nd?
I'm here on the 22nd. I
How was
could,
your 22nd?
What day is the meeting with Mr. MPP Rosenberg?
Is
Was
it
that
the
the 20?
21st?
Okay, it was originally the 22nd, right? And
No,
got-
then it would be the 22nd, I think.
22nd when we do our water cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So we
you,
can't
so
really-
you're guiding that day, so.
That's just through the day, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't get away during the day.
So the evening of the 22nd.
I don't think the fire chief can come here during the day either.
Good point.
'cause he's
No, he
been
can't
shot.
come during the day.
So he has to be here or else
Yeah.
why are we having this? Right? It doesn't make any sense. Not for us, we don't care. right?
Yeah.
No. For you two, you want him here.
Well, not necessarily, but I mean, a lot of questions, you know?
Well, he's gonna be the one that should have the answer.
Yeah.
He has to
So
answer.
You
you
know,
want him here.
Yeah, that's, I mean, we always had a budget meeting, a special budget meeting with the superintendent, with the fire chief. And
We haven't done it the last few years, right?
We had a budget meeting with the
What do you mean we
department
had a
heads were
budget?
here.
What's that, a budget meeting?
We did.
We did each year? I don't think
We had one last year?
Yep.
Yeah, we did, but it was hit and miss before that. The years preceding it, we didn't. We did it at a council meeting.
Okay, so I've got the evening of the 22nd.
Okay? That works for me.
Now, I just got one more question.
If the fire chief
Are
can't,
we gonna get a copy of the whole budget? Draft budget?
You did already,
It's on your.
yeah,
Well,
they can get you a paper
but I can
copy
get you a
too.
paper copy.
Well, I was doing a paper copy because
Yeah, it is easier to see it and you'll want fire as well.
all the whole departments, all departments.
Yes, yeah,
That's what we had other years and
yeah,
I
and they itemize
had time to
exactly.
study it, to look at it. Prepare for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, it takes a lot of time. You're right to go through it. So that means we're not gonna look at the fire department budget and we're not gonna look at the municipal budget and you know. Just in full disclosure, we received a call about the police board meeting. Nothing's changed, it was just a chat about it. And I realized that new amount for the police board was not included in this draft budget, so I have to add that in. And that 5,000?
It's, yeah, 4,200, so. So I did have to make that change anyways. Do we have a time?
Is everyone okay for 6 PM?
Okay, what date you said?
The May 22nd
June 22nd.
in the evening. Is 6 PM good? It might be a long meeting.
Comes May.
If the fire chief
He can
and
be here. I know he can be here. Well, I can't say, but he gets off work at 7.
at 7,
Oh, so if he can't be here,
oh, we'll just do the fire thing after.
Do that at the last part of your meeting.
well, it impacts,
it does impact.
yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense.
Actually, want to start at 7.
Yeah, we could just start at 7. We better feed them.
Okay, 7 PM,
Yep, 7.
May 22nd. And I'll have a draft budget 2 days before that.
Well, you can have it now.
It's on our system. We just.
He wants a
I'll
paper.
look
gotta
at
print the
paper.
signature.
Good.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna print it off and give it to you.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll add in the police board stuff and
Yeah.
I'll print you the copy.
yeah, just give me a call there when you get it done there.
Okay,
Myself too, here.
okay.
Okay, so. Counselor Richter, is it okay that I put your, to move for this meeting?
Yeah, yes.
And Counselor McVeigh second? Moved by Counselor Richter, seconded by Counselor McVeigh, whereas be it resolved that budget meeting will be scheduled May 22nd at 7 PM. All in favor? It's carried. Okay, Counselor Austin, you have a stop sign on Gay Lane that you would like to discuss?
Requesting that we approve the installation of a stop sign on Gay Lane. It's, since we moved the post office to the back, there's a lot of traffic there. And vehicles parking on that corner now, it don't matter which end of McIntyre Street you're coming down, you can't see till you pull out. You leave from here to go home, if somebody's coming up Gay Lane, you can't. You gotta bring your pull out the road to see them. And then it's the same coming from my end, if there's vehicles parked in that driveway, you can't see. You gotta pull out before you can see. I've had instances where I started to pull out, and there's somebody coming. You stop at the stop sign and you gotta go way past it before you're.
Counselor McDonald?
I agree with you, there should be 3 stop signs then, right? Is that what you want?
Counselor Richter?
I have to go with the majority here. I don't know anything about the
Councilor
street and
McKay?
the
I
stop sign.
agree with it.
Okay.
Do we have to oppose the ministry? That's our street.
It intersects with a ministry road, but I don't believe so. I know we do have to pass a bylaw.
Yeah.
But I don't think we would have to.
I laugh in my mind because I
Cause didn't
think,
there used to be one there?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is the only place that I know of in Ontario where the highway, the King's Highway has to stop for a laneway.
It's true.
But they changed it, right? Like it used to be. you
Well,
could
that used to be right through, yeah.
Yeah, which I don't know why they changed that.
Well, it was no problem if they'd have just added a stop sign, but they took the other one away and it just made a hazard.
Who did it? Was it the town or was it the ministry?
Well,
It was prior council.
Ministry.
I'm trying to think. That's too far back for me.
Yeah,
Too far.
it's been a while, that's
Yeah.
been gone.
Well, it was the last council, it wasn't this council.
Yeah.
Okay, moved by Counselor Austin, second by Counselor McDonald, whereas council has received the notice of motion from Counselor Austin to discuss that a stop sign should be installed at the corner of Gay Lane and McIntyre Street, and be it resolved that council approves this location and directs that a stop sign bylaw be prepared for the next council meeting. All in favor? It's carried.
I guess we should, what do they call it, you gotta get another sign, there's a new stop sign going up, when you put that stop sign.
Yes, you gotta put the new up on top.
Well, yeah, they got a funny looking yellow sign.
Yeah, okay, so you want a new one on top of it too?
Well, whatever, before it or after for a certain period of time,
Okay.
so we're legal.
Okay,
Is that a legal requirement?
we do have to put notice out, I think that's more of just like, everyone, let's just be safe and let's just do
Yeah.
it that way, I'm not sure if municipalities are required to do that, but we'll do it regardless.
Okay, so next this is our 100th anniversary Narren, this just says Narren Center. It's a really good little history book. It was done at the 100th anniversary. Someone came forward and said, hey, it's been 125 years. Would you like me to write an update to the history book? So A, someone's offered to do this. And B, it's like 129 years, so it's not 125.
Just an
But
update.
Yeah.
but I mean, I do think it's a good idea to do an update before we get to 150, right? Because a lot can be forgotten. So I wondered what you thought, nothing this fancy, like, because this is like going back quite a, like, but I just think maybe an addendum, an update. And if we're putting the word out, we could ask if people have other historical stories or other things that haven't.
If I may, if somebody's gonna write this, I think they're gonna go and talk to people and there's people in town with pictures and
Well, we're really just talking about the last 29
Yeah.
years. Yeah,
Well, that's a long ways back.
sure. I mean, we could ask that, we could put a call out for a committee. No one might be interested. I don't know.
If you have someone that is interested in doing this,
Yes, I can't name names. Can I?
How Councilor O'Donnell?
well, if we're gonna
Sure.
get somebody to do
I
it.
think if
should be able
council's
to name
gonna
the
approve
name.
it, they should approve who's doing it.
But
Yeah.
can I mention
Every time I
someone's
see it, I get
name
in
without
trouble.
telling?
It's not your fault.
Like, I honestly,
It's not your fault.
sorry, through you, Madam Chair.
That's what I
I-
said.
You don't think it would be an issue?
I'm just wondering if there should be a call for a committee first? with
Yeah.
This person leading the committee?
Well, or, yeah, we can see who's interested. It is odd that it's 29 years, not 25 years, but, I mean,
It's not an anniversary book, it's a history book.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why don't we put a call out to see who's interested? And see who comes forward, and then it's a group of people, and also then you're not just gonna get one person's information. And then they put their name down and we can talk about them.
I don't know, I never asked Belinda, we found the one box of goodies in the back, but I don't know if we found the other one yet,
Not yet.
with all
We're still working through that
historical
back room.
pictures and
Yeah.
everything. In the town, and we got elderly people here that have been here for a while, that knows a lot of history of the town.
Here's one.
Okay,
I
so
can't-
we're gonna put a call out for information. Or people to help write the history. See who's interested.
I can say I know a lot about it, but I don't know the dates. I'd have to look up stuff.
I think if you know stories, I think that's a start, right? Like. I think it's
We
good.
have people that know a lot of the dates.
We had to call that historical book or history.
The first 100 years. The other thing is it's missing Sand Bay.
Yep.
So you could do a whole addendum with Sand Bay. Do you have this, Counselor Austin?
Somewhere in my files, I haven't had it out for a long time. I personally think a lot of people would like to get that one. If you
Oh,
could reprint that,
so you think there would of course be a little cost. So you redo the whole.
well,
There
we
was
don't
a
have
lot
to
of
do it in that
sponsors.
fancy.
Yeah, it's not like, yeah, so
There was a lot of sponsors.
this
that helped.
is. That's still a lot of pages. It's 64 pages as it is right now.
You know,
There's
if
a history of Nairn written
if you
by.
don't get it down, it's lost.
It's true.
Yeah,
And we don't have next to nothing where Karen lives,
yeah,
if I can say her name.
I'll answer to it.
okay, so Counselor Richter, would you like to first this, and Counselor McVeigh? Moved by Counselor Richter, seconded by Counselor McVeigh, whereas council has received the notice of motion from Mayor Macy to discuss updating our Nairn and Hyman history book. And be it resolved that council directs that a call for interest be put out to see if anyone is interested in forming a committee to update the Nairn and Hyman history book. All in favor? Carried. I think that's great. You know what else? Is not in here. We had someone in our community do a thesis on the camps, the reading camps, and I don't think it really mentions it in here. So that could be an addition. Okay, the next thing is, you remember 2 years ago, I spoke to the Espanola High School shop teacher. And we were going to have them make benches, and Interfor was going to donate the wood. Well, Interfor, we couldn't get a hold of Interfor. They didn't come through with the wood, and that's fine, Interfor, if you're listening. Our lumber industry has been in a bit of a crisis. So I went to the shop teacher and I said, what if we covered the cost for the materials? How much would a bench cost? And he asked me to pick a type, which that was the fanciest, nicest one in the group, so I picked it. And the price he quoted me was $170 a bench. So I know we talked about them up in Santa Bay, I guess that was for a grant. But for $170, like basically we're just buying the materials. They're building them. Yeah, I thought that was a great
I
price.
have only one question that gets hit at us every time. Are they CSA approved? As they're public benches?
Well, if they're built to the building code standards for benches, I don't
There's
see
no
what.
building code for benches.
Well, I had to do some for the Snowmobile Club and I had to make them so many heights, so wide,
Yeah,
our seat so wide, everything had to be. To
that's a
spec.
standard, but it's not a law.
Well, yeah, I don't know, I guess if you build them to a standard, then you, I don't know, I know the ones I
I
had to
don't know,
do.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, the ones I had to do, they just built, and the school did them for me as well.
So it was Espanola High School, so they would have experience with that.
Yeah, they did the ones for me as well.
And, can you not approach Interform? There's a new manager down there.
I just felt that recently with, the idea of tariffs and, I was just on the news and they asked me what I thought about, people working in the industry, would they still have their jobs? What can I say to them about their
They're still
jobs?
making donations.
Hmm?
They're still doing donations.
Well, I don't know what within the last 2 years, and I haven't done it within this last year, but previously there were several emails. And they just weren't answered, and that's fine. If I understand correctly, I think the donations have to come through, Mr. Bernard, but
I go by an old fellow, I work with personal touch, not a computer.
so, so I really thought we were doing budget tonight and I did get the quote, because I thought we were going to budget. If you want to put it off a few weeks, I think that's fine. They would probably be built next fall and, who knows if they'd be ready in time to put out, but. And if you want to try to get the wood from Interfor, that'd be great.
That's a mayor's job.
Well, the mayor has tried. I just think when people do not answer emails, that's just a polite way of saying no, so. I mean, it happens.
I do too.
I don't email you. Anyway, so what are your thoughts about the benches?
Where were we? And I will put that in the general terms, thinking of placing these.
At one point, we were talking about putting benches up in Sand Bay
Yes, I remember that.
for a grant. We could put them anywhere. We could put them at this, I guess we have a picnic table in there. I mean, who doesn't like a bench?
I thought it was a great idea when we talked about doing it up at Sand Bay, because
So they're-
something for Sand Bay, so.
They're walking
Yeah,
around.
If you built 2 or 3 of them at a cost of $1,000 or less or whatever, then I don't have a problem with it, cause I don't.
Well, maybe they're free by the time
Maybe.
Counselor Austin is done.
That's right, right.
Hey, Counselor McDonald?
I can't go and ask for benches when you don't know how much material you want.
Well, and the exact material,
Yeah,
because
do
I
it
don't,
want 20 4x4s or do it want 10?
they only donated 2x4s is what I can tell you right now is what I received.
Yeah, so that really
They're
just
only
may
getting
not,
2x4s, 8-footers. I know,
Do you still have the specs for the plan for the benches that you made at the,
he still has them, yeah.
okay?
well, it was kind of a thing to find plans, right? Like so we could
He
just,
doesn't want to work for it, like, you bring him what you want, I shouldn't say he doesn't wanna work for it. He doesn't wanna give you something and you go, no, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want these, no, you bring me what you want and I'll make it happen. That's, you get,
Councilor Richter? Has it been a long night?
No, I think the benches are lovely. I think wherever they go, they're gonna have to be solidly anchored to the ground because their benches are gonna start walking.
well,
That's
if
a
I can bring that, what was we were looking at of the donation, the government's gonna give us money, a grant.
Mhm.
We talked about that same thing,
Yeah.
there was a grant out there for recreation for that,
That's right.
and I thought we were applying for that.
We did, unfortunately, we didn't.
Okay, no, I
We
just-
didn't receive approval for it, so,
Yeah, no, that's fine, I hadn't heard nothing, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
yeah.
There's talk
Can't get
about
them
building
all,
them, and I thought, well,
unfortunately.
that's
Look, honestly, it was just, oh, budget's coming. Oh, and it just, the idea was like, I'm gonna go see Mr. Karis. Well, I'm not gonna say his name. The shop teacher.
You said it.
You should have stopped me and,
Looking
Oh.
at your picture, I don't see a 4x4 in there.
yeah, I just picked the nicest looking one. I didn't, there were some that looked too skinny. Like, like just too narrow. Some that didn't have arms. I thought arms would be more comfy. I'm flexible. I just thought it was, if we have someone that's willing to do it for free, that's a great way. I know CAO Ketchum would like a metal bench at the cemetery. People have requested that. That would be very permanent. That is in the budget.
And what's the cost of a metal bench?
They range, but, to put something that's similar to what we put in at the playground, it's around, 1,500-ish, to 1,900-ish. But those are
They're there
aluminum,
forever.
you don't have to paint them, they're not gonna rust.
And that's the other problem with, getting great donated wood by our local business. Is it is white wood, and you're gonna have to stain it and paint it and come back to it. It's not gonna last 6 winters.
Like the fire association had donated years ago, but they bought cement ends. And you just put the wood in, you cut it to the length you want to put it in and pinned it, and that was it, and one person couldn't pick up an end. They lasted a couple of years around here.
Yeah.
Still got the playground ones.
So we don't need a motion on that right away, and I think it would be wise to wait for budget to see, but I just wanted to get the idea out there. And, that's it. Anyway, so closed session is next. So moved by Counselor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor Austin, be it resolved that council move into closed session at 8:13 PM. For the purpose stated in section 239.2 of the Municipal Act, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal employees. All in favor? It's carried. Just. Moved by Counselor Austin, second by Counselor McVeigh, be it resolved that council return to the open meeting at 8:28 PM. And report on the general discussions held in closed session, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal employees. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Counselor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor Austin, be it resolved that being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the council of the corporation of the township of Narren-Hyman be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed. An open council, and its number is 2025-13. All in favor? It's carried. Moved by Counselor Austin, second by Counselor McVeigh, be it resolved that the meeting of May 12th, 2025 do now adjourn at 8:29 PM. On the 22nd of May and to meet again on the 22nd of May for a special meeting. All in favor? Carried. Thank you, everyone.